Alright, me and my friend thus beat The Legend of Zelda Tears in the Kingdom. We enjoyed the whole game, all the way through. Did we not?
Yep.
And then,
I already fully enjoyed the first one, and then the second one just came and did everything better. It's almost
yep,
like they looked at everything wrong with Breath of the Wild and just said, "How can we make this better?" Except one thing.
the ending.
Yeah, still a disappointing ending.
Yes. For context, me and my friend here enjoy The Light Dragon and the story behind of it.
Yeah. And obviously, we're talking about the ending here, so there's obviously going to be spoilers.
Yeah, obviously I'm gonna put spoilers in the...
Yeah, put spoiler in the title.
if I even post this.
Yeah, it's still. Um, but yeah, the general concept, the story behind it, and everything, it's like amazing.
Yeah,
I actually
like,
cared about Zelda for once.
yes, only because she sacrificed herself to save the world, basically.
Fully consciously knowing that doing this has very serious consequences, and still did it anyways. That is
Mm,
incredibly admirable, and I think it makes the sacrifice less
mm-hmm.
impactful because it's undone.
Yeah. Like, why? Like, why you say, you doing this, you won't come back from this. Meanwhile, then the game, she
Yeah, they
comes
made
back
it
from this.
explicitly clear cannot be reversed. What do they do? Reverse it.
Yeah,
And
because
it's
of,
by like the same, and it's pretty much by the same people that said it was irreversible.
mm-hmm.
Like I know it isn't exactly the person that said it was irreversible, but they're related to her.
Yeah. And it's like, how? Like, doesn't really explain. It's like a,
Well, yeah, they explained that it's like those two with their powers over time and light or whatever channeled it through Link or something and all that, and
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels like a kind of flimsy explanation just
Mm-hmm.
to go to the status quo.
Yeah, like,
But like the status quo seemingly is already now shattered because for as far as we know, this is the definitive death of Ganon.
yeah, like, like, there was a beam of fucking light
Yeah, that
destroying that.
giant ass explosion. If that doesn't tell you this fucker is dead,
Then, yeah.
what else?
Yeah,
And
like,
Ganon has been the main antagonist in like I could be wrong. I'm not 100% knowledgeable on Zelda or anything, but he has been the main antagonist in like I'd probably say 90% of the games.
yeah.
Like the thing is, though, is it's like this could lead to such an amazing shakeup of the
Mm-hmm.
story.
And like, here's the thing. This is like the best boss fight for Ganon. You know, you're facing the strongest
Yeah,
version of himself.
all three phases of it are
Yeah,
incredible.
and we see how selfish, like how, you know, what's the word? I can't think of my head. Selfish or pity he is. He would rather,
Pitiful,
yeah, pitiful. He would rather
pathetic,
lose his whole own mind than to lose to
just to
Link.
kill one person.
Yeah, like, and then we just see, him being absolutely destroyed, and then like, that's basically the end of the story of Zelda and Link. So why can they just have it at the end of the game? Link is just fixing up the rest of the world with some stuff or whatever, and making sure everything's just gonna be fine for a while. And then we see him with one of those spirit
Secret
crystals or whatever,
stones.
secret
Then
stones.
again, which one would he have? But I'm not sure.
Let's
He
not
never got
question.
one.
Let's not question it. He just
He could
found
get the
one.
one. I don't know. He could possibly get the one from that sage
Mm.
uh, that last sage or whatever, the robot one.
Oh, he could just find another one. There could be more out there. We just haven't found them yet.
I don't know. The explanation of there's now one free because the sage that owns it fucking died.
Of course, there could always just be more. We don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's at least the one that I would think.
Yeah, and like we see Link just finishing up stuff to make sure everything's gonna be okay for a long while, and we just see him with the secret stone, and he just swallows it, and then roll to credits.
That's not even all that we thought
You know.
would be interesting for this. kind of taking a page out of Mega Man. And I know it's me. Mega Man's gonna come up somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But having it kind of like how the Mega Man does with like multiple sub-series and things. Like obviously, you wouldn't want 12 like fucking Mega Man has. I know it's not actually 12, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, having like just having a new protagonist.
Yeah, because we have Link and Zelda for the protagonist for
And again,
like
to my knowledge,
since
Link is the main character of every single game. That one
yeah
I feel like certain in.
yeah
Except, okay, if you want to be an ass about it, Wanda Gamelon you don't play as Link. But who cares about Wanda Gamelon?
I don't even
Outside of
know
memes.
what that
That's one of
is.
that's one of the 3 Philips CDI ones. If you're familiar with YouTube poops, they're notorious in them.
Ah
Um, I'll have to educate you on that later.
yes, like Sonic and everything else.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like off the top of my head, there is a singular Zelda game where you don't play as Link, and that's Wanda Gamelon, and even then, you play as Zelda in that one.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and then there is that. Oh yeah, I mentioned that there's 3 CDI games. The third one, which I can't remember the title of, I think you also play Zelda in. But
Mm-hmm.
um,
And then also Highland Royal is also, but you can still play as Link.
yeah. So it's like having a new protagonist that just takes place later down the timeline, however X amount of years later. But
Mm-hmm.
then a neat thing could just be that Dragon Link and Zelda are like are
The
just like
guiding
some kind of
light,
guiding force,
yeah.
which would be so neat.
Mm-hmm. Like obviously, Link is obviously gliding, the warrior, and Zelda's guiding the princess or
New
whatever.
whatever
New,
princess, yeah, thing.
yeah, whatever it is.
Their respective counterparts. Like again, it would be like
Yeah.
Mega Man, where well, like what's the difference between? Okay, what's like the surface level differences between classic Mega Man X, uh, the one from Battle Network I can't remember the name of, and all of them? Like, what's the surface level differences between them? Not much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have like personality differences, but you get my point.
Yeah, and this new Link talks, we get to know him a lot more.
Yeah. Uh, and also it's like I know it's not the same Link in every game, but
Mm.
they all embody the same spirit.
Of a emotionless whatever.
Yeah. Like they might as well be the same. The only one I can really think of that has like a somewhat defined personality would probably be Toon Link,
Yeah.
which is from Wind Waker. And like
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Tracks and all then those ones that again nobody cares about, but um
Mm-hmm.
like that's kind of like it off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And again, keep in mind I have only played the first 2 Link to the Past, 10 minutes of Ocarina of Time, and then these last 2 ones. Those are like the only Zelda games I've played. Oh yeah, I played a bit of Triforce Heroes, but that's it.
And I've only played Breath of the Wild in this.
So yeah, I fully admit I am. Now if this was about Sonic, but no,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I know I'm not totally knowledgeable on how the deep lore and everything of this is, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty safe in saying that it's like this would just be a neat shake-up of things.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it could very much still be like how Mega Man has it, and where they are clearly defined by what time period they're taking place in.
Mm-hmm.
Because like with this new one, there you go. That's just taking place way however far in the future. And if you still want something with Link and Zelda, then just have it take place before this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like very simple.
And of course, if they need more Zelda games, they could always just do a game with the first King of Hyrule. I want to know
Yeah,
more
I want to know
about him.
more about that guy.
Like what happened. Like how did he become the king? What did he face? All that.
Just having a game taking place at the very beginning.
Yeah, it'd be neat.
Same reason I'm fascinated with the Pokemon Legends game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just enjoy seeing the thing like the past of whatever worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's why I hope we get more Legends games. But yeah, so it's like it would be there's ways to make it work, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And given that I myself am an aspiring story writer, it just makes me think on how I would write these things if I was in charge.
And here's the thing, it gives
Which, yes,
them...
kind of goes into fanfiction territory, but forget it.
Yeah, but here's the thing, if they do this, it will give them, more... They can do different
More
stories,
possibilities.
different villains, different heroes, all that,
The Zelda universe is so ripe for new characters.
Yeah, because we do get different characters every new
Yeah,
game,
obviously. The weird ass Zelda characters are some of the best parts about the series, I think.
yeah,
Just whatever kind of weirdo you find in the deepest crevices of a cave.
yeah,
Yeah, it's fun. The character, despite the main character being a plank of wood, all the other the world around him is so interesting.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's yeah.
So yeah, it's so ripe with possibility. And then there's just the whole thing of really a game series can only go on for so long before you start to really get kind of tired of the same main character.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what they can do after this, cause
yeah, again, it's like Ganon, for all we know, is totally destroyed right now. Unless it's a Zelda 2 kind of thing where they try to resurrect him, but please no.
I'm not sure how he resurrects something that was basically hit by the sun, basically.
Yeah, at the very least, in the first Zelda game, Ganon turns into Red Ash, and that's what they try to use to resurrect him.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I don't think there's a singular trace of this fucker left.
Yeah, there's not even an atom left of him at that point.
Gone, reduced to atoms.
Yeah.
If that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's yeah, so it's you can only really have the same. Well, obviously, for something like Mario and Sonic, they're so intrinsically tied. They're named after the fucking character. And yes, Zelda is named after Zelda. But even with our idea on how to take it, they're still there. They're just not the main character.
And of course, they don't have to name, the Legend of Zelda. They could name it, the Legend of whoever now.
It could be again like Mega Man, where it's still under the Mega Man name, but it's Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero, Mega Man ZX, Mega Man Battle Network, Star Force, Legends, all that. So it's it would still have the Zelda name, but it would be a distinct sub-series.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just as an aspiring writer, I look at these kind of missed possibilities, and it just kind of tears me up inside.
Because I'm not sure what they're gonna do now, because it's not like they can exactly, what are they gonna do? Because this is probably the best Zelda game, and God knows, this is probably the best Zelda game ever.
Flat out the best one.
And this is probably going to be the best Zelda game of all time, because what can beat this? It's open world, you have vehicles, you can make
You
whatever
can fight
you
the
want.
final boss the second after you leave the main tutorial area.
You can get the Master Sword as soon as you get your second stamina.
We're pretty sure that we got the Master Sword way earlier than we should have.
Yeah, we basically just got it for the memories after we defeated, 2 of the main bosses.
I went after the memories after I beat 1.
Yeah, and I basically just followed them after that.
I already knew about the twist of Zelda being the dragon before I played it, because one of my friends told me, and I actually asked for it because I was interested. And
I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. I didn't tell you. I was just saying it was another friend that told me. But this is actually a case where I was I welcomed a spoiler because it made me so much more interested in why, how, and is it permanent? I have the answer to all 3 of them, and I'm only disappointed with one of them.
So yeah. Don't get me wrong, we still love the game. I'm still gonna be playing this game.
I'm already saying it's even counting the ending, 10 out of 10. One of my favorite games of 2023.
Yeah.
It is right up there for me, alongside like Hogwarts Legacy, Pizza Tower, those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Like
many
this,
games not many games I personally say justify a $70 price tag. This one, no, perfectly reasonable.
yeah, this is like the game of the year, more than likely.
Yeah. Sorry, Pizza Tower, you are fucking amazing,
Yeah.
but you can
Yeah,
win indie game. You can win indie game of the year.
more than likely it won't because,
Critics are
uh,
sucky.
yeah. Like, hang on. Starfield.
I'm not even terribly aware of like other games that released as of this decade.
Like, the only game that I think that might be able to do it is Starfield, but I think Starfield's not going to be good.
I don't ever remember hearing of that even.
It's a Bethesda game.
Ah, Bethesda. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be it, in my personal opinion. This is the game of the year. I don't think nothing can beat it. I don't.
Unless something really impressive comes.
You know, like what Bethesda's seen that what Starfield is. It's going to be this amazing game. Like,
It's
sure it is.
Bethesda.
Yeah, if Fallout 76 was supposed to be amazing, and look how that turned out. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed 76 when I played it, but I got tired of it very quickly.
I enjoyed Skyrim. I enjoyed Fallout 3 and 4 for the 30 minutes I played both of those. Um, but yeah, it's like Bethesda has a certain level of roughness to everything they make.
Yes.
This the another thing that totally like makes me gush about this game. Delayed the game for an entire year, even though it was finished,
To fix
just to
out.
make sure everything works the right way.
Yeah.
That is something that Jesus Christ, the game industry needs to do more.
Yeah.
I am never disappointed or mad or anything at a delay. I am fucking ecstatic when a game is delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means it's inevitably going to be better than what it was going to be.
Yeah, that's why I never pre-order games now, because I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for this game to come out now.
Yeah, I think the last game I tried to pre-order was the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection, which is kind of cheating because those are Game Boy and DS games, or Game Boy Advance DS games.
Like, I think I only pre-ordered one game this year, and that was Hogwarts Legacy, only because I'm like, why not? I'm gonna have, like, nothing to play during this time period, so might as well just get it. And I enjoyed my time with it.
Oh yeah, it's very good. I think it's probably the best Harry Potter game.
Oh, it is.
I don't even think Okay, no. It's not the best Harry Potter game. We all know that the best Harry Potter game is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for Game Boy Color. Nothing can beat that one.
This became to a rant about Zelda's ending into a rant about random video games.
I mean, Harry Potter magic, all this magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like the main reason I wanted Hogwarts Legacy is because it was actually fucking finished on release.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Now,
what's
yes,
that
I
game?
know this is it's kind of rich coming from me, given that I also really enjoyed Pokemon Scarlet and Violet,
Yeah.
and even I admit that game's kind of a mess.
Yeah, but comparing to other people say it was a buggy mess. No, that game wasn't a buggy mess. Compared to
Compared to
games,
some games that come out nowadays,
that game was a masterpiece.
and for 3 years
Yeah.
with a surprisingly small dev team,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like it could have been
Dev,
way worse.
yeah, the dev team from Game Freak is like only like 100 people.
Yeah, which again is surprising given stuff. Like I know highest grossing doesn't immediately translate to how much money they actually have,
Mm-hmm.
but you'd think they'd be able to get more people pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like I know it's hypocritical for me to be praising games that are finished on release and then also kind of gush about Pokemon Scarlet, but
Mm-hmm.
especially because alongside that, Black and White is my favorite Pokemon game, and everybody agrees that that's, or at least now people agree that that's probably the best Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, it's just I wanted to support that business practice. So even before I knew about the spoiler, even before I knew much about it, and I already enjoyed Breath of the Wild, so it's like I figured I was likely going to get it. But then hearing the delay made me like, okay, no, I'm going to get this thing way sooner than I thought.
And then with me bullying him, telling him to get it
I
now,
was
play it.
going to get it anyways. I was that week when you were pressuring me into it. I was going to buy it that Friday because that's when I would be in town for work. But no, I decided to get it a day earlier because I happened to be in town.
Yeah, he likes to get physicals. Imagine. What a boomer. Imagine getting physical copies.
Physical copies. I like them. I like having the boxes on my shelf
Yeah, I'm calling you a boomer even though I'm older than you.
very much. And besides, I have a big Steam library. Those are digital. You gotta give me that.
I have a bigger
I bought.
library than you.
I bought. Granted, how many free games do you got?
Not many.
You're less stingy with money.
Exactly. I think I
Uh,
got this game because I was bored and I wanted something to play.
yeah. I wish I could do that. Uh,
Steal issue.
but yeah, I just like having boxes on my shelf.
Mm.
It's neat to look at the giant catalog um and then there's just cases where I just like the box art.
Yeah.
I really like another reason why I would have gotten the digital version of the Zero ZX collection, but then the box art for that is so fucking good
Mm.
that I wanted a physical just for that. I appreciate art.
This is no longer a rant about the indie. This is a rant about games that we
The games
like now.
industry in general.
Yes. So I'm just going to name this video. First half is talking about the Zelda game. The next half is talking about the game.
Games as a whole.
Yeah. If I could figure out to do those edit things on a video, I would do it. This is the Zelda part. This is random bullshit part.
You still don't know how to edit a video?
No.
I'm pretty sure your computer comes with Windows Movie Maker. You can just look up a 5-minute tutorial.
No, I'm talking about something I can do in YouTube itself to have it in the red thing or whatever it's fucking called.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, I do YouTube properly, and I still don't even know how those work.
Mhm.
I never once saw an option to set those.
Yeah, he's more successful than I am, only because of one stupid iceberg video.
2 stupid iceberg videos. Even then,
Mhm.
the second one did worse than the first one.
Mhm.
And I put more effort into the second one.
Shockingly.
The main reason I made part 2 is just because I was disappointed with part 1.
Oh yes, the main reason.
No, seriously, I was very unhappy with part 1 after I uploaded it, so I'd made a part 2 just to make up for it.
What do you say, Mr. Krabs?
I barely get. That was before I got paid for this.
Hmm.
I made part 2 of that iceberg before I got AdSense, so there was no money incentive. It's that.
Do you think if I put your YouTube name in the video, you think I might get more views?
I don't know. Maybe 5 more.
Maybe 5 more. The Just the 5 people that know you.
Yeah.
Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe and join my Discord server called 509 Go Fuck Yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately, to make a long conclusion, the ending could have been way better. And to aspiring writer, I am torn up from missed opportunity.
And could have told different stories with different characters.
Yeah, exactly. I am torn up at the loss of opportunity.
A lot of opportunity.
Yeah. Entire status quo shaking up opportunity. Which they've
Oh.
already did.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Ganon is pretty much dead.
Gone.
Yeah, poof.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for someone to leave a comment. Well, actually, if we look at the pixel at this angle, you can see Ganon flying away.
And you see, he was somehow that just sealed him away in that whatever realm that they tend to seal him in. It's like, no, I highly doubt any other interpretation had that been a big fuck off explosion.
Yeah, because Link stabbed him right in the head.
Granted, it's not the first time he did that.
Yeah, but this
Done
is
that before.
Yeah, but this is like the most powerful Master Sword ever.
Yeah, I think this is like the most powerful incarnation of a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, it came from a dragon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty damn powerful.
Oh yeah. That's thoughts, and everything about this game is better than Breath of the Wild except the ending. In fact, I'd probably say I'd take Breath of the Wild's ending over this one because, at the very least, I can't think of several branching story opportunities from that one.
Granted, everyone thought the game was just gonna end after Breath of the Wild, and we were wrong.
I am very much glad it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm insanely curious on what the hell they're going to do now.
Yeah, because that was Ganon, then.
Unless they do more timeline shenanigans, which please don't.
Yeah, we already have enough with all the other ones.
It's the adult timeline, the child timeline, the hero's dead timeline, all that. It's like, I don't even think we know where these two games take place in the timeline.
Or maybe the next game is just Link in his older years as Ganon comes back and you have to deal with Link's old
Link's
age.
Link's a frail old man hitting him over the head with a cane.
No, the
Master
Master
Cane.
King. Yeah. And Ganon's also this old as hell now. Don't question it.
Yeah, somehow being like an immortal demon or whatever, just fucking also just frail as hell.
Yeah. Okay, if that is the next Zelda game, then yeah, I will just say this is the best ending ever then.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That will make up for everything then.
Yeah, that'll make up for this because the ending of this led to that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one stipulation I will give it.
Yeah, one.
So yeah. I think that's all our thoughts.
Yes, and remember people, Dragon is best girl for furries, obviously. Second best girl is the fifth girl for only the best of men. And the third best girl is the science girl.
What do you mean third?
Exactly.